I'm Nick, Wholesales Houses, and welcome to Matt's to Markets, episode 2, baby. I hope you love it. You're welcome.
Matt's to Markets, episode 2. What's up, guys? Here with
Santiago Martinez.
Nicholas Maccini.
Guys, we stole this guy from Philadelphia today. Came all the way up to the Lehigh Valley. Yeah, Nick, what's going on?
My boy, how we doing, fellas? I'm very happy to be here. Happy to bless y'all. Let's get into it.
Yeah, 100%. No, if you guys are online and you guys aren't following Nick, you guys are missing something because Nick is crushing the energy he brings. What he's like a lot of people are talking about doing deals. Nick's actually doing deals out here.
Yes.
So yeah, we just came to break it down a little bit, hitting it from the mats to the markets.
What the heck?
Yeah, we just were wondering like some things about kind of how you started, right? And like,
Okay.
we all have this like combat sports background. So
Yes.
what we were thinking about was like, all right, what was something in our first episode we kind of talked to Anthony, like that pivot of like, you were doing something and it wasn't manifesting like your full purpose. Like what kind of happened to like get you into real estate at first?
Okay.
Did that have a connection with, right? Shout out to Drexel, D1 wrestler. Right
Boom,
here.
that's right. Dragon wagon, let's go.
141. Right?
49.
49.
Yeah.
You cut him a few pounds.
Hey, come on.
But yeah, what was that kind of transition like from like real life to real estate, and did that pivot come like from like being an athlete at all?
You know what? I'll tell you, learning about wholesaling, I learned about it at the Jiu Jitsu gym. So that's how I got plugged into what wholesaling was in the first place. So I got into it in 2020, okay? And I was basically I was selling life insurance and annuities.
Yeah.
I graduated college and I was just slinging life insurance and annuities, okay? I was 1099, so it's like, in that world, it's like being a realtor, you having a broker that you're involved with, and you're a sales rep for the broker, essentially, right? So same exact thing, selling life insurance and annuities. Right in the beginning of 2020, before they shut everything down, I got let go from this firm. They say, Nicky, you got to leave. And I was just really trying to get my groove going too. And they said I had to leave. It was valid. It is what it is. So I posted a photo on Instagram. They didn't like it. And they said, take it down. And I'm thinking to myself, no, I pay me. What do you mean? I'm going to do whatever I want. Yeah. That's why I do this. Yeah. And so, they let me go. I was canceled for them anyway.
All good.
Because I love the sales thing, and I wanted money, but I wasn't passionate about that. So I think it was really for the right thing.
Who planted the seed then? Who said something about wholesaling on the mat?
Well, bro, all 20, you have to understand, so I get laid off. Or, well, I didn't get laid off, I got fired.
Get laid off.
I
just train
got
jiu-jitsu
fired.
twice a day every day.
So all I'm doing is I'm just doing jiu-jitsu twice a day every day. In 2020, you have to think about this. Yeah. Everything is locked down. I don't know if you remember, if you're listening this far in the future, in 2020, they shut the world down. And no company is hiring. So I'm applying for all these sales jobs. Yeah. I'm not a mook. I'm trying to get this money, but everything's shut down and nowhere is hiring. Yeah. So how many hours are there in a day? I'm not going to just sit and twiddle my thumbs. And I love jiu-jitsu, so I'm training jiu-jitsu all year. I just train jiu-jitsu twice a day. And I would apply for jobs, but that only takes so much time, No one's hiring, so what am I doing, I'm doing jiu-jitsu every day. We getting it. I had a couple of different, not schemes, because they were but
side hustles or?
Yeah, they're really just side hustles to try to make something happen and to get a little bit of money coming in. But bro, I spent the whole year unemployed. Right. And then somebody at my gym, I saw them post something with real estate. And he's a young kid. He was 18 and 19 at the time. Nick Maccini is his name. Right? Yeah. And I said, yo, you realtor, what's up? Yeah. And he said, no, I'm wholesaler. I said, what the heck does that mean? What are you talking about? What does that mean? Yeah. And what he said was, he gave me a 1 or 2 sentence breakdown of what it is, right? And then he said, you know what? If I tell you what this is and I put you on, you'll never listen to me and you'll never stick it through. Okay, so go to YouTube University, and if you want help with anything, if you want lists, I'll give you lists. If you want help with anything, you just tell me, and we'll do it. And thank goodness that's what he did. I went to YouTube University. I found Jerry Norton's YouTube channel. Wow. I binged Jerry Norton's YouTube channel, and I was already on the phones before this, selling life insurance and annuities.
Yeah. So it's an easy transition.
It's the same shit, brother. I didn't care at all, and half these houses were more than half of this is in Philly, and so like
Yeah.
a lot of these houses are not even high ticket prices.
Yeah.
I've been calling people, say, "Yo, that $500,000 you got in that account,
Yeah.
switch it over. Let's put it into an annuity." You know. So like, I can call someone and offer him $30,000 for a $60,000 house. I
Yeah.
don't care. So it worked out, you know.
Dude,
so
and-
he told me about that, and then I'm just, but other than I would train jiu-jitsu twice a day, and then I would just be on my couch calling realtors, and then he gave me a seller list. I was calling the seller list. My mom thought it was weird. All my boys thought it was weird. You have to understand. I'm on my couch listening to a 19-year-old kid about what
I was
to
gonna
do.
say
So
that
like I look
ego
like a,
drop that because you can't have an ego and be like, oh, I'm listening to this 19-year-old guide me through my next phase of a career, right?
Oh,
There's a layer of
bro,
like, oh,
yeah.
there's something here. I need to really listen.
Oh yeah, but you know how it is, dude. I've been in combat sports for so long. I've been on the mats for so long, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like. My ego's not fucked up in that way. I've gotten
Yeah.
my butt kicked by people younger than me.
Yeah.
Like what was it? There's no difference.
Yeah.
So bro, this kid just made $10,000. I was like, I want some money. What's up? So like, you know what I'm saying? So I went for it, and I just immediately took action, and it worked out real well. Every day I thank Nick from back in 2020 for just like sticking it through and doing it.
Nice.
I had this one deal. I thought I was going to make $10,000. It fell through.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I wasn't a little wimp noodle. And I was like, okay, whatever. Let's get another. And I got another. And we didn't make much money, but it was the best money I've ever made. I've been chasing that high ever since, brother.
Wait, so like let's double click on it because that was your first deal. The first one fell through.
Fell through this piece of land.
Really? So like what made you go from fuck, this thing does not work to all right, let's just push through, right? Because when you don't have that cash in your bank, you're like, okay, there's like a layer of like maybe unmotivated for not getting that payday. What made you push through that first one to that second one?
Oh, I don't know. I just knew I would do it. I wasn't really tripping. I thought, so getting so close to doing that first deal, it falling through didn't make me think it's not going to work.
Yeah.
It didn't give me full proof of concept, but it gave me like half proof of concept. So like I was even more ready to go. It was fire. My wife, who's now my wife, bro, she drove me to the seller's house to get this sign. She printed that shit out. Samantha, I love you so much. Yeah, bro, and it fell through. Whatever. I think what was her name? Helen Knox. I haven't talked to her since then, but that was a person that had the buyer too, and I was going to make 10 racks on it. It didn't work. That's all right. I didn't care. It really messed me up. I was like, I'm close, bro.
Oh, man.
And we talk about it all the time, right? Like sometimes like some of those biggest losses of your whole career, you think about every day.
Yeah.
Right? But that ownership of it is like, can I growth mindset this, or can I fix nope, I'm just always going to lose. That guy was just tougher than me. Or can you turn that into a catalyst to take it to the next level, you know?
Definitely.
Heck yeah. So that really helped me out actually when I did that, like getting that close.
Yeah.
So.
It's so interesting, right? Because perspective's everything. You could have taken that first one and be like, what the fuck? I put all this time and effort, I got this going and stuff, and it just didn't pan out.
Yeah.
From that perspective would have taken you down like, all right, let me find something else.
Exactly.
Versus, ooh, I got so close. Let me find that next one because that money almost hit my bank account. I got so close,
I got so close. Oh, bro, I got real close too.
And then it sounds like, right, like following Jeffrey Norton,
Jerry Norton.
Who are some other like North Stars of yours that you're like, okay, maybe it's not working out for me right now, but these guys are making it work? Like, who were some other, like, did you connect with some bigger players in Philly and stuff, like to see like, okay, proof of concept, like I missed that 10K, but I can make this money elsewhere?
Yeah, well, you know what? My answer is no, I didn't. All I cared about was what Jerry Norton said and what Elione said at the time. That's all that mattered. And I think that's where people go wrong.
Right.
They try to get all this information from a ton of different sources.
Right.
And if you mix all that together and make your own plan, you're a momo. You don't even know anything. So you can't make your own plan. That'll never work.
Yeah.
So I'm a big believer actually. And even if it's not the best plan, follow someone's program and just stick with their program. And like, it's nothing in this world is complicated. If you stick with the program, you're going to get a level of success to a point. And once you reach that, then I think that you have had a little bit of experience, then I think that you can look at things with a better perspective and make it into your own. Or maybe then you can take outside information and blend it in. But if you want to be lost, go a different direction every day. If you want to get to the right place, go in the same path. every day.
And something even I started noticing, like very similar to what you're saying, is sometimes you get to that level, right? You could tweak or change or find like another perspective.
Yeah.
You can also 10x that same thing and
Yes.
just go really fucking deep into it, right? So it's like, okay, let's say Jerry was telling you about agent outreach. Probably not the case, but let's say you
that
were,
is
right?
exactly the case. Okay, cool. Like on my first deal, I love agent outreach. Yeah.
It's like, okay, and I'm doing maybe 20 calls a week, right? Oh yeah, and I got a first deal, second deal. What if we can do 100 calls a week? What if we could do 200 calls a week? What if we can find a way as to find 3 times the amount of realtors that have the same kind of product? That layer of volume, like, it brings you the least risk and the highest reward because you already know what that looks like.
Yeah.
Right.
And a lesson that's really hard to learn because holy F, shiny objects.
Yeah, that's right. I say it all the time. For all year I've been saying I'm in my no era right now.
Yeah.
Nothing new. You give me something, I'm going to say no.
Yeah.
It's got to fit in my little boxes. Even if I want to do everything. But you can't. You can't.
Where did that discipline come from, though? Where did you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we all had our weight cutting eras, our finding how to sauna, whatever, and then jiu-jitsu. Like, how did, does that connect to wrestling at all or anything, like the discipline or?
As far as discipline goes, yes, I think my idea of discipline is a little bit different than a normal human's. I think for the most part, I think that bro, what I think is discipline is not the same thing I think what a lot of people think is discipline, there's no other. You wrestle Division I. You understand what I'm saying. So I think my baseline of human being expected behavior is what a lot of people would consider crazy discipline, and I just think baseline human being behavior for anyone that doesn't want to be a loser.
Right.
I really mean this.
100%.
And y'all feel the exact. Whether you're gonna say it or not, you feel the same way as me, motherfuckers.
No, you get to wake up on one side of the bed or not, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You want to wake up and be like, oh, I'm a victim, or do you want to wake up like, let's freaking go?
Yeah. 100%.
So people understand where you're at and what you're doing. Can tell us a little bit about your business, what the no era is like, right? What am I concentrating on? Where I'm at, your goals, or give us a little bit of context as to where you're at right now.
Yes, right now. So I really have 2 separate marketing machines. So I have a paid marketing business to find distressed sellers, and that is all outbound marketing, cold call. I always have 4 or 5 cold callers at a time, give them a lot of data, and these guys are calling, baby. They're blitzing the lines all day long, okay? So that brings in all of my paid marketing leads. And then I do a lot of things on social media, and the paid marketing is to go direct to seller. The social media is to go direct to wholesaler and direct to agent. And most of my social media content is all education based about how to get deals so that they send me the deals. And also I do my maiden podcast, and really that's just for me to learn, and I just give it out to everybody else also. But that's just for my own little mastermind that I created, which is nice.
Dude, but, so beautiful because the podcast itself, it's helped me level up because it's such a niche, right? You're talking to other operators that are doing the things right now. Right? So being able to pull up the hood and just be like, hey, what are you doing with this? What's going on? Just what's working? Holy F, dude. So just thank you for the value you're bringing. I think
you're welcome.
You know how much value.
Yeah,
but just
I do.
Looking at it from my lens, I'm like, holy fuck. I love Nick even more.
My boys.
It's cool to just see all the different players, right? And the guy that you had on recently, one of our friends is from South Jersey. He does work up here, but he follows and models a lot of that stuff that guy does. I'm like, dude, let's listen to what this guy's doing right now.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. And I think we're also lucky that all these guys have just came on the pod and just no gatekeeping, just giving so much game. I don't know, I'm very grateful that all these people are willing to share so much info, and it's just elevated everything about my life. It's been great. But basically that's my business. I do direct to seller marketing, and then I have social media marketing, and I get about a deal a week for my social media stuff. My goal this year is to not necessarily even do more deals direct to seller, or I just want to capitalize on the lead flow that I'm getting. You know, I get a little bit of like very cheaper PPL leads that come in just to make sure that just for some extra stuff in there. But like, bro, I want to contract a deal a week. They won't all close. Maybe I'll close 3 direct to seller deals. But like, if I can keep an average assignment fee in the even low 20s, it's a really good life.
For sure.
My expenses are very, very low. My direct to wholesaler and direct to agent business, my average fee is much smaller. So, and it'll be tough to get that a little bit bigger because I'm splitting most of these deals. So I'm making anywhere from like 5 to 7, generally speaking. I got one closing next week that's like 11, but I think my average is probably it's like 6 or 7. It goes up and down, and we're not talking about big differences. But I'll probably eventually start just buying and then relisting those, but not touching them, just wholetailing them, because I could make, instead of just making like whatever, I pay my transaction coordinator like, you know, a stack. So instead of making like $6,000 on all these, I could make, I don't know, maybe 20, 25 on all those said and done, you know, at least.
And whenever you want to, because like, if you notice this game, you start stacking X skills, right? You stack enough of them, and you're like, oh wow, this thing is really, really moving. Whenever you want to start learning that PML piece, that private money lending piece, and just showing you under the hood as to what we're doing, how we're doing it, man, just let us know. We actually did a master class with Anthony Cassar, and we fucking exposed him to everything. That way he levels up his stuff, right? So that's the beauty of this community. There's just a layer of, you're operating, you're doing something well, let me just share it with people. And if it brings them value, hopefully they think of us next time they have a deal around this area, right?
It's so cool about our little community. Like the real estate like little network is so cool. There's so much sharing that goes along, like that goes on with that. And if I find out, oh, that bull really is making money, he's doing real deals, cool, I'll tell you everything. Let me steal what you got too. And I'm not like alone in that. Y'all feel the same way. Most people, everyone that I've met that's a high operator in this looks at it this way, which is pretty cool. I think that's pretty rare. Like in the world, really.
Not every business channel is like that, right?
No. And we really noticed it in this area specifically, and I don't know what other areas, but it seems like that Philly has a good
Philly, South Jersey for sure.
Like this area, some of our closest friends are bigger operators or people doing a good chunk of properties. And depending on what level you're at, you're going to get capped. If you, let's say, you're very active and you have a lot of things on the flip side, you can't take on 25 properties at the same time if you don't have the supply for that, right? So then it's almost like, cool, they start tapping us in. And it's like, oh, I'm gonna see you this Thursday at our Friendsgiving or our friends kind of community thing. And you're also gonna give me a deal? How fucking cool, you know? So,
that
so
sounds like
powerful.
a similar trend, right? Like relationships.
Yes.
How has the podcast and social media, like, right, you're saying like 1 lead a week, but
one deal a week usually.
1 deal a week. Like, how has relationships just like amplified that for you? And like, obviously, like, you care about relationships. But even like, right, first time you met us, it was like, oh, have never met these guys. Rip a pod, train.
Let's
right?
do it.
How has that helped the business grow for you? You know.
I'll tell you what, there's nothing more free and beneficial, just being yourself. That's it. And that's just really, really, really helped me. I'm just really myself. I put it on camera a lot so people see and they get exposed to it. And I do what I do every single day. You know, I get a lot, like the Jiu Jitsu community, through people throughout there have been so good to me. So many people have offered me money. So many people have bought deals from me. So many people have referred me so that I could get deals because like just the realtors and stuff. Like I've gotten so many people that bring me deals through the just the combat sports community in general. It's been super beautiful. The pod, everything has been really good, bro. I do so much with education and empowering people for that to go get their own deals. That it's been very good for me, brother. And I think the more good business that you do repetitively, there's not really much that can help you than that.
And relationships themselves, right? It's that trust factor starts compounding over time. You start, like being a little shady on a couple things, burning a bridge here and there. Like you don't realize, but people just don't call you or they don't F with you. Like when they have something like that last one, I didn't feel great about it. Like, I'm just gonna skip them next
you
time.
You say it all the time though. It's like, it's like having the people on the bench in like a match, right? And it's like, do I know that if this guy's a state champ, this guy's not gonna get pinned?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, can I trust you that like when things get shaky, right? Like, and just like over time, it's just so cool to see like, hey, like all good if we're not on the same page with stuff, but it's like, it really like over time, relationships get stronger and stronger.
And it's so neat because good relationships aren't really tested when things are going well, right? When even with contractors, right? It's like, hey, job got hairy, inspector came out and he's pointing more shit out that you didn't expect, right? It's like, what's your attitude like when things are a little hairy? Because that'll determine whether we're gonna go far or not. You know?
Yes.
So on that side, it's kind of neat because those hard times are the times that you're able to actually show your character, and it either strengthens a relationship or makes it worse and you just don't do business anymore.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Some projects, right, are like a make or break, right? Like, and like sometimes like right on that like breaking point, you're like, I'm still gonna like learn from this and use that as a catalyst to get to the next level, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like, I'm sure we've all gone through different injuries in combat sports that you're like, I'm never gonna walk again. You really practice, you're like, brother, I'm not going back.
That's it! My life is over!
But then you just refresh that and you just get a new perspective and you're like, man, that's not me. This is me now. And if I can use this to take me to the next level, like, I don't know what my future is going to look like. You know? Like, I don't know. I think about that a lot, like with being like God's plan for our life versus our plan. You know what I mean? And I think it's just so cool to like look at the year and like put good people around you, giving it your best and just seeing what happens. You know what I mean?
I'm curious here, like talking about hardships and stuff, what is a challenge that you either are going through, have gone through, that you're like, man, I was able to either overcome that, or man, that thing really humbled me? Like what's something you can kind of come up with either this last little bit or previously?
Oh, listen, if you've been following me, you know I have fucked up the money so many times trying to get rich. That's okay, you know. That's all right, brother. My belief in myself is crippling sometimes. And like, ultimately, I think a lot of the issues that I've had are very similar to most people that you'll talk to is going a little bit too quick, I think. And I messed money up a couple of times and had to restart. I've had to restart this thing a couple of times, bro. Just screwing it up, grown too big. 2022 was the most difficult financial year of my life. It was crazy. I lost all our money. I cooked myself, you know. I did hot in 21. I was getting this money. And I was like, bro, what do you mean? I don't throw it away, I throw it in. That was my mindset at the time. I was like, cool, I'm hiring everyone. I'm hiring everyone. I'm gonna have killers in the phone. Let's get this money. I'm gonna get a ton of deals. And then I don't know if you remember, but in 2022, interest rates went from like 2-3% to 7-8%. And at the time, I was just all in Philadelphia County. Philadelphia County, that was it. And let me tell you what, in Philadelphia County, no one was buying. Everyone just stopped. Again, no money coming in. I have all these employees. When I didn't fire them when I should have fired them. I was just like, you know, at that point, I'm responsible for all those people. Let me keep it going. I'm just taking everything I have, just throwing this back out, trying to fix it with money and not the right plan. Cooked myself, had to restart. That was very difficult for me. I had to restart everything. And that was the most difficult time of my life. But it's all right. You know, I just cut out everyone. You're gone. Start from scratch, no marketing budget, all free marketing, stack up a little bit of money, let's do it again. You know.
Nice. What was the biggest lesson you learned from that?
The biggest lesson I learned from that is we were close. But whatever. But the biggest lesson I learned from that is, brother, I could do, like, it doesn't matter. I'll be all right. I can redo this at any time. And like every single time, if I lost it all tomorrow, I'll get everything back so quick. So it really freed me in a lot of ways, but it really freed me in a lot of ways.
Seems like you almost like realize, man, I've built a set of skills that even if I lose this physical thing, I will be able to rebuild it because those skills are within me. Like I already have them. I know how to start leading people. I know how to start hiring people. I know what a good KPI for calls are, let's say, right? It's like that's not going away, right? So just on that side, just really neat as long as you concentrate on building those skills, then you're gonna be okay.
You can be all right.
Yeah.
That's why. Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. I think it just like ties into a lot. It's just not to always bring it back to the mat, right? But we did a Tony Robbins thing in the summer, and it was like wealth mastery, right? And it's just so interesting how the mindset you have on the mat, and the mindset you have in life, and the mindset you have in business always gets shaken to that core, right? So it sounds like 2022 was like a year that you like broke some of those like limiting beliefs, but then also like once you break those limiting beliefs, right, you get to like reprogram that with like the vision that you kind of want. And like what kind of like operator are you now? Like what's kind of your vision for the future?
Yeah, so that really helped me really become and better understand who I am in my heart. So I'm not really, I think that really, even if the interest rate environment and the market remained the same, I'm like, that is not what I was going to become, is not what I am in my heart. And so I'm not the guy, I don't want a whole boiler room full of dudes on the phone. I don't really want all that. That's not really who I am. I want to be dad to my own kids, and I want to be dad to all these people. And I'm a very lean operator now, and my perspective is different. I like being a lean operator. I really enjoy the lifestyle. Even in my business, in the wholesaling business, and in the flipping business, and all of this, there's no such thing as enterprise value. There's absolutely none. Unless you're New Western, there's no such thing as enterprise value. That's a facade. So like, what are we doing here? You shut the fuck up, you know? like everybody I know that has these big companies, it's not like they don't have to work. They're so fucking hands-on. Like they're just worrying about different stuff. Like, I don't know, I would rather just be have a lean ship and accept the fact that I'm working every day for a little bit. I'm working on something that I enjoy, and it's not that much time in the comparison to what other people have to do. I accept that. I don't mind. I'm like, if that's what I got to do to get rich, then be rich and maintain it, I will do that. I don't mind. And like I got a lean thing. I do my own acquisitions. I have worked and spent a lot of money for many years creating the social media that I have now. So my social media does most of my dispo, not really me. It sells itself. And if no one buys it, brother, I just list it on the MLS. So like, I don't deal with my dispo, I just deal with the acquisitions. Once that deal is signed, I never talk to the seller again. I never talk to the buyer. My TC deals with all of that, so I don't got to do it. He's so good at it. Andrew, I love you so much. Like, I really mean it. So, bro, it's just staying in my zone. All I'm worrying about is getting leads and talking to every lead that comes in, making an offer on all the leads that come in that really want offers. I'm getting deals. That's it. It's very narrow focused. So just do that. Do jiu-jitsu, hang with my family. What do you want to do?
I love it. You're optimizing for what you care about, right? You realize, man, this big team, this thing, they're feeling all this weight, and you're like, this nut's a little big, too big for me right now. I don't have the skills to want to put that together again. You're like, all right, I value my family. I want time with my family. Let's simplify this well enough and run this really lean and efficient machine to just spend time with my kids. So beautiful.
What's the value of that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's amazing. I spend so much time.
Is it worth another $100K a year, or is it like that walk in the morning you have every day? Like, what's that worth? It's worth everything, you know?
No, but not maybe a challenge, but just a something that kind of came up going to Alex Hormozi's workshop. There was just a layer of, he was able to simplify business to a pretty decent degree. And his framework is, you want to take a look at, no matter what business, as an investor, right? So even though, let's say, a wholesale operation or flipping operation, you're not, unless you get really niche, you're not really going to sell it off. But the analogy that he had was, you go live in your house and you like it, and you start renovating, you make it pretty, and we put a reverse osmosis system in our sink.
You better. You better. Trying to kill you with the water. Yeah, me too.
Especially that Philly water.
What do you mean?
But you start making it so nice where at the end you can sell it and it's gonna be valued a lot more than what it was worth when you first purchased it, right? Or you can just stay in it and be like, oh, I feel really good here, you know? So like, that's the concept, as the idea that kind of Alex kind of put with me. And I'm building the business and making it so risk-free, make sure that we're bringing more value to it, making sure that it's optimized. That way, if I decide to do something, perfect. If I decide to sell it, if I decide to kind of just keep it and keep on growing it, beautiful. I have a house that's lived in, and it's just so nice to be in, you know?
Yeah.
So on that side, it was just, even if it's not a wholesaling equation that you think you're gonna sell, I would challenge you to start figuring out, how do I get out of the driver's seat? Even if it's just that driver's seat, like how do I start training somebody to kind of do some of the things that I do? You know?
Yeah. Well, all I do right now is my acquisitions. And I know that takes to have somebody do the acquisitions. I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to do that. I understand what the financial commitment is. You know, I'd have to spend at least 15 grand a month just on their marketing minimum. And I'll probably have high turnover. For what, brother? It's so much easier for me to just do it my fucking self. I'll do the work. You know what I mean? Like it's not much work. I'd rather just do it. You know, it's more work to manage these fools.
Yeah.
And it's so much. It's so expensive for a sales guy. Like it's expensive, bro.
Now, selfish question. I know we briefly were touching on it, right? So there's either supply problems or demand problems, right?
Yeah.
We've been solving our close to close timelines. We're getting a little crazy. So we're cleaning up. I think we have a pretty fucking solid construction equation now, and it's all incentivized. So
nice.
We'll disregard that for now, but now, once we start needing a lot more deals, a lot more leads, right? We're heading into the demand side. From what you know of us, what would you say? Hey, this is the game plan you need to do, and this is what I do from start to finish. Go.
Well, you guys are end buyers, brother. I would copy Tim T, Francesco Palella, and I would just. They have Alicia and Tim Clarity. You got, bruh, you got something right there. If I were you, I would just go all in on social media. That's what you would want. Why would you want to do a bunch of marketing direct to seller? That's hard. You want to do two businesses at once. Yeah. While you like, if your flipping business was already good, like, and you didn't want to grow it anymore, maybe start another business. But there's so much that goes into that. Yeah. Just social
media to realtors and wholesalers.
Your end avatar are realtors that get listings or that see listings. Like you want people to like, bro, that's it. You know, and all these realtors, you tell them, listen, you're gonna get the deal on the back end. You give it to me, you're gonna get the listing on the back end or whatever it is. They're gonna be motivated. You show these people, we're out here spending this money. We're out here doing it, you know? It goes a really long way. The biggest operators in New Jersey, that's what they're doing. So that's just why, all I'm saying is if you wanna be the biggest operator over here, you can do whatever you want. I'm just saying, the three biggest operators in New Jersey. I'm just telling you that they do that. You could do that too. You know what I'm saying? That's my only point. Again, I'm not in that position. I'm just saying that like these people have already shared.
It's working for them.
Yeah, and it's so feasible, and you guys are so interesting, and you're not just real estate. You guys print. So I think just make content directed towards realtors and directed towards wholesalers, and don't do it at all. Just be the talent that talks, and you don't have to think about it at all. Have somebody run your socials, and it doesn't. It's one hire
face too, you know,
bro.
Like this guy attracts anybody.
Exactly, bro. Literally one hire, and you're good, and you can solve your problem. You know, and it's not like you have to source someone. You would have someone, and you're already using them from other stuff. So like that's what I would do personally.
How do you pitch that to realtors? Like we've put it out there a lot. We have a couple realtors. Shout out to Ryan. Ryan's always sending us 20 deals a week. But it's like, how do we break into that like shell of like, hey, this is what we do, and is that just like, I don't know,
content, brother? Facebook and meta content. Meta content. I'm telling you. And copy Tim T and Francesco. I really mean it.
No, I follow both of them.
Boom.
Nice.
That's it. Like,
and just so for people who are listening, like what's going on is. We work really well with relationships that bring us deals. So if you're a realtor who wants to get paid both sides of the commission, we don't want to make money on as an agent or anything like that. So you're representing us and the seller if you bring them. We go ahead and sell the property. Where on the back end, you're also making a commission just because you're listing with us, right? So
3 times a check, baby.
Boom. Yeah, you're gonna make more than these guys are. You're smarter than them. I mean it. Let's go. Let's get the money.
What about like you're talking about your focus and stuff? What is your like if you're talking to your end client, what is your buy box? Like what are you looking for? Like for somebody to send you perfect deal, you wake up Christmas every day. Like, what does that look like for you?
Yeah, deal I can make a ton of money on. Yeah,
But
let's
like
go.
area, like
Don't care. Don't care. If it's in,
Dude, I got some California deals.
No.
for you.
If it's in southeastern Pennsylvania, if it's in Delaware, if it is in Maryland, if it is in New Jersey, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That whole area, brother. I don't know who's more plugged in than me.
Yeah,
it would be
true.
tough. Good
I
luck.
don't think so.
I'm so plugged. I'll get rid of it. If you want to sell it quick, send it to Nick. That's it.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm looking for people that want to sell their property at a discount in exchange for speed, convenience, or peace of mind.
Time.
Yeah,
What is
time.
What is time? How much does time cost you? Oh man, I'm gonna wait 6 months on the market. It's gonna
Yeah.
fall through FHA, VA,
Yeah.
right? Like the time of going with Nicky Wholesales Houses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want easy money, baby. That's
Yeah.
it. Let's go. No skinny deals. It's not worth it. I'd rather hang out with my family. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Last kind of thing I had before first podcast, we kind of talked about goals for the year.
Yeah.
What's one thing you're trying to like upgrade in your? You talked about your heart. What's one thing you're trying to upgrade in your heart? Question for everybody. But upgrading your heart, upgrading your mind, upgrading your business. What's one thing you're trying to like upgrade? Like I mentioned, like limiting beliefs and stuff before. Is there anything that comes to mind?
Yeah. So again, my life is really in a couple different buckets: family, jiu-jitsu, and getting these deals. So I would like to get my average assignment or my average wholesale fee for my paid marketing. I'd like to get that up like $5,000. It would be huge for me. And oh my goodness, honestly, $4,000 would be huge for me, but $5,000 would be amazing. I would love it, and I'm really working towards that every single day. And I have a plan, and I just got to stick with it. And as far as my social media leads that come in, so the wholesalers and the realtors, I am looking to, instead of just assigning them, I'm looking to just to buy it with either Max or Santini and just wholesale it with them. Instead of making 7, I'll probably make around like 20 per.
Nice.
So it'll be a longer time period, but who cares?
Yeah.
So switching a little bit more into that to maximize on the money I'm going to get from those deals. And it makes it a lot cleaner with the realtors as well.
Yeah, for sure.
It makes it a lot easier with the realtors as well. So business-wise, that's what I'm looking to do, but like not adding anything new on, no shiny object syndrome, just do my little thing and shut my mouth. As far as jiu-jitsu, bro, I just want to keep training every day and ascending with the boys, bro. That's it. Try to get these false reaps going. Everyone's ripping them. So I'm getting smashed. They catch my shoulder. I'm getting smashed. But once I master these false reaps, brother, I'll be.
We're gonna
evil.
master it today.
Yeah, I really mean it. So like
Money back there.
right there, well, that is my next little thing. Like with jiu-jitsu, we all have these things that we're working on. And once I have that, my game will be. I feel like so complete.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Reel's gonna be.
So-
it's gonna be hot, guys.
Thank you. This is going to be perfect for me. And then with my family, just really being present with my family every single day. I have right on my wall. I'm present with my family, and really just like enjoying every time that I get to be with them, but being very very present and doing a better doing a better job with saying, "Ooh, Daddy's at work right now," instead of just having the lines very blurred with my children. And I think right now, I was bad with it, but now, because I'm just with them 24/7, and you know what I mean? Like, you hit my line, I'm gonna answer. And my family knows that. But sometimes it's a little confusing for my children. So we're doing a good job, I think, right now. By I mean, my wife told me what to do, and I shut the fuck up, and I listen. And I just say, and her idea is so good, so I'm doing that program, and it's working so well. So just really locking into that, so everyone understands what's going on, and just really appropriately enjoying the time. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm just really focused in on those things, and I pray a couple times a day. Well, my own version of praying, whatever, a couple times a day, and I just keep doing that.
Awesome. What about you? What do you got?
I was gonna ask you. I was gonna say limiting belief probably is like that. Just like getting organized with stuff, like not only in business but in personal, in relationship, and in self. Just like I I feel like sometimes like we're just like putting out fires like very reactively and just
yes.
instead of this like addition game, this subtraction game of like there's nothing else needed other than just my presence in every aspect of my life, you know?
Yeah.
And for me, that's come through like a lot of like deep work that I've been doing, and not from like thinking about things, but through like feeling my body, feeling like what's going on.
I like that.
Just like a lot of signals, not just from like God or whatever, but like just from like how I feel about something and just like what's going on. And I feel like that's gonna, when I'm like right on the verge of crushing that in business and in relationship and in self. And just, I feel like when that hits, it's just gonna be like unlimited.
There's some skills that just help you all around, right? Like when there's just purely chaos everywhere, no matter what route you take, that's just pulling you back.
Right.
So that's so big. I think on my side, so my life's about to change, you know? Either 1 week from now or 2 weeks from now or a month from now, there's a baby that's gonna be demanding our time, you know? So there's a layer of making sure that I'm present before, during, and after birth. So there's just a piece of kind of being there, being that rock that Debbie needs me to be. So on that side, the personal side has been really focused in that avenue, just being there for Debbie no matter what. You know?
Beast.
I think on the business side of stuff, I didn't realize how important it is and how many resources you need to spend on the biggest bottleneck of your business. And I learned that Alex Hormozi was really, really kind of like clear about being able to focus on that avenue. So all of our resources are going right now towards unlocking the construction side. And I think we have now a pretty fucking solid construction operation. So on that is let's make sure we dial what, cross those T's, dot those I's. That way, you know, we're able to crush the next phase.
Yeah, no, I definitely see it going that way. And it's interesting, right? Like I feel like coming back to combat sports, coming back to wrestling, jiu-jitsu, it's like so interesting how it's like there could be all these excuses about, oh, I got tapped like this. Oh, it's like, dude, but what can I do about it? Right, I can control my attitude and my effort, how we're solving these problems, how you're thinking about them, you know. So just so cool to like, I don't know, and that's why like, I don't know, we haven't had that many people on the podcast, and not everybody's been like tested on the mat and also in the market, you know. So thanks for coming on, appreciate it.
Bro, fellas, let's go. Thank you very much for having me on.
Guys,
I really mess with y'all heavy.
If you guys are in Philly, hit this guy up.
Boom. And if you want to sell it quick, send it to Nick.
Beautiful.
Juicy. That was good. Thank you, fellas.
Nice.
Oh, they'll love it.
Nice.